back to 3 or 4 months ago before you got to Minot State. What were you most afraid of? Was it your classes or meeting your professors? Did the thought of having a roommate scare you the most? What about possibly moving to somewhere where you knew no one? All of those are very valid reasons to be scared to come to college as a freshman, and I felt the same way. All of those things were on my mind, and I was nervous that I would somehow fail as being a freshman in college. This speech is about how to survive your freshman year at a university, and I will give you some tips that I wish I would have received on how to be successful. First thing about surviving college as a freshman is to make sure you go to class. According to the core principles article titled College Students Reveal Why They Skip Class, a typical college student ends up skipping an entire year's worth of classes over the course of a 4-year degree. From personal experience, I can tell you how easy it is to hit the snooze button and not want to walk across campus at 8 a.m. in the morning, but you really should go to class, because if you don't, you'll fall behind. And most professors actually do give grades on attendance, so if you don't go to class, you're losing easy points. Second tip for surviving freshman year is to utilize the library. At Minot State, we have 6 or 7 librarians who are here most of the time who love to help students. Whether you need help finding an article or figuring out how to word something in a paper, chances are they can help you. The library is also a much quieter place to study than your residence hall. Chances are your friends aren't going to want to hang out in the library, so if you need to study for that test or write the paper you forgot about, it's a better option to study in the library. The third tip I have is to learn how to manage your stress level. Trust me, I know how hard this is, and it gets worse as the semester goes on. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, 80% of full-time college students experience daily stress. You just have to figure out what works for you to manage your stress, whether it be for going for walks or hanging out with friends. But don't let your stress build up to an unreasonable level, because that's not healthy. Next, make sure you sign a roommate contract the first week or 2 of school. If you have problems with your roommates, you're going to have a really long and hard semester. You have to see your roommate more than you're going to want to, so make sure you both are on the same page with things like what time the music needs to be turned down, or if you're going to lock your room. Your roommate can become your best friend or your worst enemy depending on how you handle it. Another thing to know and keep in mind is that even though you have the freedom to eat and drink whatever you want, you probably shouldn't. There's a reason people talk about the freshman 15. You want to eat healthy and take care of yourself so you don't become unhealthy or sick. Along with that, use your gym membership. You're paying for it in your tuition, and if you don't want to work out when there's a bunch of people there, go at like 6 in the morning. There's no one there. Make friends in every class you have. Don't be the odd one out sitting in the corner not talking to anyone. If you ever have to miss class, you can text your friend in that class and see what you missed so you don't have to bother the professor. Having friends in every class is also a great thing when you don't understand the homework. Which leads me into my next point. If there's a study session going on, you should go to it. Even if it's early on a Saturday morning and you stayed up till 4 Friday night, you should still go. You will want to get other people's perspectives on things, and it's easier to discuss through the homework and talk about what you think will be on the test in a group setting than it is to do by yourself. The next tip I have for you is don't fret if you don't know what you want to do in life. About 80% of college students change their major at least once, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Some people will change their major more like 3 or 4 times. It's 100% okay if you don't know what you want to do or who you want to be. You'll figure it out. Lastly, get involved in campus activities. There's always something going on, whether it be a play, a movie night, or karaoke. And at a lot of the events, you can win free stuff, and some of it's pretty nice. In conclusion, these are just some tips to help you make it through your freshman year of college. You will figure out what works for you. Everyone does. Just keep your head up, and when it comes down to it, just focus on school. There's always time to make new friends, but there's only so much time to get schoolwork done.